I think that planning really starts with the idea, with really understanding how you're going to make your product different than the next guy is going to. Sometimes you can plan all you want, and then maybe something just kind of falls in your lap. You just kind of get a little bit lucky sometimes. And honestly, those I think are the best stories because they're so unanticipated. But I will say this, as a general rule of thumb, if I'm in a car with a photographer and we go more than 10 miles without talking about what we're going to do when we get to where we're going, we're probably wasting each other's time. We have a lot of time to talk about our weekend, our vacation, our spouses, but we're there to tell great stories. And that's really important time to kind of decide what's the game plan going to be.
But you also plan even before you get in the car.
Absolutely, absolutely. We've done stories before where we'll think, we got some pretty nice equipment at Fox, but it shoots news. Sometimes when we talk about stylized storytelling, we actually have better equipment than the station does. Maybe it's a story about something that's best told on an iPhone, or a story that's best told with a film look to it. The piece that we were talking about inside, our decisions to do things like use our own camera, make sure we have a convertible because we knew we were going to be following somebody down the street and we needed that shot. Those are all decisions that we couldn't wait till we got there to figure out.
And then you didn't start as a reporter, or maybe you started as a reporter and photographer.
Yeah.
A lot of young reporters would like to be where you are, not shooting their own stuff. What's the value of having shot your own stuff?
I can tell you this. I teach part-time as well here in Dallas, and my students, I always say, what do you want to do? And they'll say, I want to be an anchor, I want to be a reporter, I want to be on Entertainment Tonight, or whatever else the case may be. And I always tell them the story about a little station called KRCG, the spirit of mid-Missouri, which is where I started in Jeff City, and I was a one-man band for 9 long, hot months. And they were the best 9 months that I've ever spent in the business because it taught me how to do things like think visually, when I'm writing. And also it taught me how to do things like write the story as I'm shooting it, where is this story going and what elements do I need visually to get my viewer there? When I sit down and edit, it makes me a more frugal writer. It makes me a more frugal shooter because I don't want to have to log a whole bunch of tape when I get back to the station because I don't have time to do that. I think that the lessons that you learn as a one-man band are some of the most valuable because at the end of the day, we are storytellers. And we're not just speakers and we're not just shooters, but we are storytellers. And that is words, sound, and pictures. And if you have hands-on experience with all three, it can only do well to serve you better, even at this level.